April 8th, 2022, our most beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai spent precious time to share her love and wisdom, answering some questions that members had on various topics. Today, we are blessed to present the insightful conference entitled Ukraine's Noble Willpower is Stronger Than Russia's Force, Part 1 of 8, on Between Master and Disciples, held in English.
Người như là dấu chia bay vút trăm miền, ta như là sương khuya tan vào đêm quên.
Hello, Master.
Hi, Master. How are you?
Oh, we're very good, thank you. How are you, Master?
How are you, Master?
Not too good.
Oh, why so, Master?
I don't like it today. You gave me this cookie show to edit.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I did not want to eat. And then when I edit the show, I feel like I wanted to eat. And then I made myself a sandwich and didn't taste a thing. I'm sure if you are here, you will be happy to snatch half of my sandwich. You want it? You know the answer, right? You can't have it. It's too far. Okay? By the time it gets to you, maybe rotten already. No good. How's everybody? Still okay? Good? Happy?
We are good.
I hope so. You don't lie to me, huh?
No, we won't.
Anything you don't like about me? Many, huh? Including that she doesn't give the half a sandwich and she makes fun of us. Always talking about pancakes and samosa and have nothing. Sorry about that. And today I rush you again because I have just paid my debt for the work today for a while. And if you wait longer, then I have to pay new debt again. New shows coming again. And then I don't have time.
Yeah. Understand.
Either that or you will be having new show or whatever. Oh my God, what a life we have, eh? It's our life right now.
Yes, Master.
This is our life now. There's nothing else. Truly, from morning till night, whenever, there's no time to count. Last night I was very tired because so much work and some complicated things. Sometimes business and other things that you don't know because it doesn't go into your system. It goes into a different system. And then I was so tired, so I thought, I must go to sleep. I don't care anymore. I can't do it anymore. My eyes hurt and everything. And then I have to go outside and turn off this, turn off that.
Yes,
Master.
And check out whether the door was locked, the gate was locked. And then I came back fresh anew.
Oh.
No sleep at all. Yeah, work through till now.
Wow.
What doing? Wow. Not sorry for Master. Wow.
We're amazed, Master.
You are happy, huh?
No, Master.
Oh, no, don't be amazed. Oh, what a life. I don't like it. I want to sleep. Sometimes my eyes hurt and my body is tired. Need some recharging, doing this kind of job.
Yes,
Master.
Outside work, inside karma, huh?
Right.
Yes.
Outside conference with you, inside conference with us. A lot of work, man, for one person.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you know what I wish?
Yes, Master. Yes, what does Master wish?
Sometimes I wish to have one person nearby next to me. Some dum-dum is all right. Just help me do some small things. I mean, some big things like help me wash dishes. And help me to sleep.
Master.
Yeah, when you walk out in the fresh air and do things because some computer didn't work and then I check on it and then when I came back I'm all awake. Never mind. So I wish sometimes small things like, for example, I'm hunting the news.
Yes, Master.
And I took photographs of them and then sent to you, huh?
Yes, Master.
And sometimes I make mistakes here and there.
Oh.
Like too many photos, or if I take only half a photo, or the photo is blurry, and if I have another person here, I will say, oh, please do that for me.
Yes, Master.
And also, like today, I edited the cooking show. If somebody was around and know how to cook, I will say also, hey, please go cook me this, cook me that.
Yeah, that would be great.
It will be great, yeah, and then hot,
Yes, Master.
and just exactly what you like.
Yes.
Yeah, not just anything from the kitchen or from anybody who cooks according to their mood, and they just eat that.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. Of course, that's the way we should do it. Well, sometimes the mind complains. When you see, for example, my cooking show before, yeah?
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
You see where I live so nicely, yeah?
Yes.
For example, like that. But it's really nothing much. It's just the way I decor, make it nice.
Right. Yeah.
Like if you see the new show again in a couple of days or tomorrow, you see that it looks very nice. But it's a dog people's place. I cover the garage. The garage has only the carport, like only the roof,
Yes.
Yes, Master.
and then it's all empty, no walls. So
Yeah.
I put up some clear plastic sheets,
Yes.
mica, the hard one,
Yes, Master.
not paper plastic, hard one like glass.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And then I put up some of these fans, checkered looking like fans, like diamond shaped.
Oh, yes.
Ah, yeah.
The hole is like diamond shaped.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
What means wow? It's not diamonds. It's wood, either that or wood colored plastic.
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
Master.
Understand.
You know what it is, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
If you put all the fingers together in a cross, and it looks like a diamond in the middle of them. You know, the diamond shape, that looks like the fence I made. Not I made, I bought. And then we put it all up and just tied it up with the existing balcony or whatever around the garage, the carport. And then that's the dog people's playing area. Some like to sleep there also, and I cook there.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
And sofa and all that is over the dog people. I sit with them also sometimes for hugging or, or napping
Yes.
or reading some stories. But normally it's not like grandeurs or anything. It just looks nice in the video. Sometimes in the photo it looks nicer than outside. The reality is not always nice. You saw all my photographs.
Yes.
Master.
Photography every day, yeah?
Yes, Master.
You will never be able to find it where I live.
Yeah.
You would think I live somewhere else.
Yeah.
You would think I live in like a Paradise Park or something like that. No, it's not like that. Sometimes you have to look for the sun
Yes.
and the angle, and then it looks nice.
Yes.
You have to be a little bit more creative, patient. But it takes hours sometimes. It took hours. Sometimes I need to use 2, 3 cameras because one runs out of battery. Yeah, in one go.
Wow.
3 cameras. That's why I have to have many things nowadays. I told you it's very difficult to move.
Yes.
I hate moving
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
unless I need to.
Right.
Yeah.
And with all the computers, at least 3 computers or 4 computers for different areas.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Understand.
Yeah, and then also the keyboard and what next? Oh dear. And loudspeaker and murmur speaker, all kinds of stuff. Oh dear, and dictionary as well. Yesterday I was angry with the dictionary. I wanted some word and it's not there. Oh, small dictionary. It's not that small, but it's not like the one I have, like 12 volumes, something like that. Yeah. I can't afford it nowadays anymore. Oh dear. And it's good that I don't need to do video conference now because I can't afford to wear fancy clothes. I mean, decent clothes even.
Yes,
Yeah, I
Master.
understand, Master.
Mostly just, like sleeping clothes. Because I don't know when is the night, when is the day. So one size fits all. And it takes some time to sort it out and to prepare the camera and all that.
Yes, Master.
Because I keep moving, so it doesn't look the same as when I first saw you with many, many wires on top of the desk.
Yes, Master.
It's still a lot of wires, just different wires. I can't keep doing that. Also, to keep it quiet, so people don't recognize where it is.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Before I used to scramble around, or it takes many hours to fix it right, to put the nails or something like that, and then a string and hang it here and there, and not even looking good, not even covering everything. Sometimes it's just like you cover the head and the tail comes out. So never mind. It's okay like this. You know what I look like.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
If I ever grow younger and more pretty, I immediately will. I don't care how many hours it will take. I will show myself up. Okay, huh? Right now, you should be content with the old picture. Not that old. It's just a couple of years before. Several years, sometimes several, 10 years. Who cares? It looks the same, similar.
Yes, Master.
At least the same person. I don't have a lot of time nowadays. You know, I have to do a lot of things, right?
Right. Yes, Master.
We know.
I have to write many things, and I have to take many photographs. Every day one.
Yes.
30 photographs goes in just no time. And if you have wow, then you have more photographs. Photography.
Yeah.
True.
And I have to check all the shows, and I have to write this, write that. I have to instruct and correct and tell you do this, do that, and then business and hunting for news and stuff like that. Everything takes time,
Right.
Master.
Yes, Master.
and it takes a lot of time, not just a little bit. I myself work through many shows.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Sometimes I just drop dead, and I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less what happens anymore. At that time, my body just tells me to shut up and lay down, or sit down, whatever. I always meditate, even very tired. I meditate first. I sit first. And then if the body lays down, that's not my fault, is it? It's just done automatically without asking my permission, nothing. And when I woke up, I found myself in the
Laying down.
lying position. Just like you guys. Exactamente. Yeah.
Người như miền Thái Dương soi dấu huy hoàng, ta như loài phong lan thu mình yếm hương. Người như thuyền qua sông trôi mãi xa bờ, ta trong cơn tắm tối.
Oh, I wish I could also talk to other centers, but at the moment it's too complicated.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
It's not possible at the moment. Yeah, not possible. I just get more work every day, not less. Never mind. We have a little time now, so don't waste time listening to my gossip. You want a story, you want questions, or you want good news from me and from you?
Master, we have some questions and good news.
Yeah. Tell me then. And whatever left over, I will tell you. The good news.
Thank you. Thank you, Master.
Okay. Well, I spend a lot of hours because sometimes in the news, there's a lot of news.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
yes.
I mean, hot news. Otherwise, I don't just look at all the news.
Yes, Master.
Many news are interesting, but it's not for our work, so I don't have time. I just look at whatever is relevant or we might use.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Tell me, questions. How many questions?
Just one question, the rest is good news.
Tell me.
Master, where would such a soul like Putin go after he dies?
I told you before, he goes to hell, no?
Yes, Master, but is there any other way for him?
Yeah, there is. If he stops the war, I would interfere with heaven, and maybe they won't destroy him.
Wow.
But he has to repent, and he has to withdraw his troops immediately.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe it's also not just him,
Yes, Master.
the gangs around.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
The most scary is the flatterer people, the one who love to fat butt him. Yeah, I don't know if that word exists. I just thought about it like that. It means make him feel big
Yeah.
Yes.
from the butt on. Yeah, so I say fat butt people. Okay, maybe they just try to make him happy.
Yes.
Nothing to do. Just like in every country, There are always some people who talk sweet.
Right.
But in Vietnam we say sweet honey kills the flies. Because the fly people would be attracted to it and get stuck in there and die.
Right.
Yes.
The honey is sticky, no?
Yes.
If he falls in there, he would never get out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
It will stick on him everywhere, and especially on his wings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Understand.
So tender, so delicate, and if the honey on it, then he's due.
Yeah.
Finito.
Right.
People use such substances similar like that to put outside to attract bees and fly people to kill them
Yes, Master.
because they don't like them for some reason. But bee people, they should not kill because without bee people, we will have less food or maybe nothing.
Right. Yes. Master.
We already have less food because a lot of bee people, colonies also die because of insecticide or because of a different reason.
That's true.
Yes,
Yes.
that's true.
Or less flowers, less room for them to collect their pollen, and then from pollen they make honey. So this is a problem. We plan a lot of things. We plan big buildings and all that, and we destroy a lot of natural environments. And there's nothing that can replace nature, actually.
That's true.
That's true.
Man-made is different. So they have nowhere to go, and then they die.
Yes, Master.
Or they die by poison, insecticides. Even fish people from the ocean, they wash up on the beach and die in thousands or more.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
You can see that on the news.
Yes.
It's a very sad affair, our world today. I don't know how long it will last, really. I don't know if humans will ever learn from the saints and the sages or the scientists or common sense talk, yeah?
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Yes.
Just eat and kill everything to eat. Oh, God. Or even not to eat, just kill.
Oh, yes, Master.
Yes.
Terrible. I don't know whether or not we will be truly able to enjoy the life on the planet, which has plenty, everything in abundance, but we use it so recklessly and not thinking of anything as if there's no tomorrow.
It's true, Master.
Yes, Master.
What was your question? I drank too much tea today because I didn't sleep, so I wanted to stay awake to finish my job.
Oh.
The question was, where would a soul such as Putin's go after he dies?
Such a soul who kills so many beings, even though it might be also influenced by his nearby people
Yes, Master.
Yes.
who always like to flatter him instead of telling him the truth. Either afraid to lose their position, lose his favor, or just a habit,
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
selling their words for fame and gain and comfort. I just think also it's not only him.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
There are people around him who try to push it. Or maybe they have an interest with the weapons makers,
Yes.
business with weapons, or connection
Yes,
Yeah.
Master.
somehow with other business. So they like to flatter him. Sometimes, just a casual conversation, they put salt and pepper and honey and stuff in there and make it a different food. And Putin is not going anywhere, even though maybe he has some evil in him, but not so bad. But then these people, they blow it up.
Oh, yes, Master.
Yeah, and the ego of the man,
Yes.
Yes.
they say, how can you let that happen? Right next to our border, and that guy does this, does that.
Oh, yes, Master.
Yes.
Yeah, for example, like that. Because I don't see that President Zelensky did anything to him.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And he really wanted to assassinate him. Hiring all these assassinating professionals from other countries and all that.
Yes, Master.
Yeah.
Yes.
They wanted to kill him many times. They escaped. Thank God for that. Now, in that case, I do feel sorry even for everyone.
Oh, yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Yeah, even I hate it. It's like a love-hate relationship.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I love humans. Anyone in the form of humans, I love.
Oh.
I cannot believe anyone in the form of a human would do any wicked things.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Up to now, I still don't believe it. I just feel it's like a nightmare or something.
Yes, Master.
Yeah.
But it's too real. too real. It's not a nightmare. And today, even President Zelensky announced another city that they are just trying to clean up now. He say it's worse than Bucha. He say more horrible than Bucha. Imagine that.
Yes, Master.
It's terrible.
And for Bucha alone, the UN already kicked Russia out of the Human Rights Council.
Yes.
Master.
I mean, the majority of the vote.
Yes.
Master.
Just for Bucha, the UN already kicked Russia out of the Human Rights Council because they violated human rights
Yes,
Yes, Master.
elsewhere and everywhere. Huh? How can you be in the Security Council of Human Rights when you don't have any respect for human rights at all?
That's right.
Exactly.
Yes.
And you even do things against it.
Right.
It's hypocritical.
Oh,
Yes.
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 So the UN did some right things for a change. They should have done it long time ago. When Putin, for no reason, just annexed Crimea like that.
Yes.
Yes.
And then since then, Ukraine has never really truly had peace. It's always something boiling. After Crimea, terrible. It's like that. It's just unfair. It's not like anybody did any revolution behind Russia back or anything like that. But I don't like it also. Russia is one of the pillars of the world. Stability,
Yes.
rich in many things, and big land, and stable and all that.
Yes, Master.
But even nowadays, it's not working like that. And the people of Russia are suffering. That's the thing. Innocent people,
Right.
even those oligarchs, because they sanction them and then they cannot function anymore.
Yes, that's true.
They cannot work. Their company cannot continue.
True.
And people are short of many things because companies shut down. Companies shut down from Russia's side and also the foreigner side. They all hacked and left.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Oh, that damaged a lot the economy. Even though Russia can recover by still selling oil and gas
Yes, Master.
because their contract is not finished yet. Number one. Number two, the customers still need it. Even though they want to cut, not all countries can cut immediately. They're not prepared.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
If they cut immediately, the whole of Paris, for example, will be all dark.
Right.
Yeah.
People will be shivering.
Right.
Yes.
Nothing to cook with.
Yes.
Yes.
Not everybody can cook with electricity, or they cook with gas a lot and they warm with gas.
Yes, Master.
Gas and oil heater for central heating, and it's cheaper, and it's warmer than electricity alone, etc., etc. And many industries rely on gas and oil to run their business as well,
Yes.
Yes.
Even diesel, many places still use it. So to immediately cut is also not possible for many countries.
Yes.
To
Yes.
some countries, it's okay, but not all the countries. So Russia still earns billions, many billions a year for that.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Maybe enough to pay everything. But still, the common people, they suffer too much
Yes. Yes.
because everything, the price is gone up.
Yes.
Yes.
Master.
Right.
The more rare produce, the higher the price.
Yes.
Yes.
You're right.
That's the way it is. And you even cannot buy if you don't have.
Right.
Yes.
Or shelves are empty and all that. Oh, dear God, my God. Whoever is behind this war really will go to the deepest possible hell. Even though Putin made mistakes, he should realize it now and stop the war. Just declare ceasefire and then go home as soon as possible to avoid killing his own people,
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
to avoid killing also the innocent people in Ukraine.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
So both sides will benefit.
Right.
And then at the moment, he is out of the UN, Human Rights Council, but he can come back again. They are just suspending it.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Maybe not permanent, to see how he will react. But this is not the only council. If he continues, maybe he'll be kicked out altogether.
Yes.
And China is not supporting them that much anymore.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
They try to sell to China cheap, deeply reduced price oil, but China refused. Imagine that.
Oh.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
Wow.
Supposed to be best friends.
Yeah.
And now don't buy oil or gas from Russia, even though it's cut to very cheap reduced to very cheap already.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
They still refuse. So this is something.
Yes.
That is something to show Putin that he should stop for all sake,
Yes, Master.
Right.
for his people as well, for God's sake. That maybe I can try to find a way.
Này anh, này em ơi, hãy cùng tôi góp lời thiết tha nguyện cầu cho muôn loài an vui. Kiếp kiếp đời đời sinh hy sinh cầu cho.
If he stops the war, I can help him.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
But he must stop. The sooner the better.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
When it's too late, I cannot either. Because the sin will be too great.
Yes, Master.
Yes, understand.
Russia saying it's not killed civilians deliberately in Ukraine. What do you want to say about that?
Населення. Що ви можете сказати на це? Який меседж ви хочете їм дати?
Мене чоловік навіть не служив у армії.
My husband wasn't a soldier. He'd never held a gun. He was a peaceful man. They took him from our home in his slippers, asked him to take his shirt off, made him kneel on the ground and killed him.
Це не люди. Це звірі. Я хочу, щоб весь світ знав.
I wanted the whole world to know that the Russians are killers. They're not human. They're killing women, children, civilians.
I could not. I am only allowed to do so much.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Just like you can only be allowed to eat so much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or like even a person who is in need of blood transfusion,
Yes.
you are only allowed to give him so much.
Right.
Yes.
You can't just say, oh, that guy needs a lot. We pour all the whole bucket into him. Cannot.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Yeah, it's useless. He will die.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
They have to put it intravenously and then slowly, drop by drop.
Yes.
Yes.
And how many liters only,
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
etc. Not like, okay, he has been starving of blood and he lost a lot of blood. We have to give more extra, the more the better. It's not like that, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah, like a person who's starving for a long time, you cannot give him as much as possible, the whole restaurant, so that he recovers. Like make it up for the hungry times. No, this is like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Not that I don't want, not that I don't have compassion for all alike. I have. Just that they must have compassion for themselves as well.
Right, Master.
God helps those who help themselves.
Right.
It's truly like that. It's truly like that. You see the logic or not?
Yes,
Yes,
Master. We do.
Yeah, because some people just say, oh, Master, if you're compassionate, why don't you just save everybody? I wish I could.
Right.
Yes.
If the patient is so sick, so heavily sick for too long, the doctor sometimes cannot help.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Oh, what did you ask me?
About where a soul such as Putin goes after he dies?
If he stops the war now, I can. Otherwise, his soul will be scattered all over if he has one.
Oh.
But sometimes some ghosts, some devils don't have souls, but they exist already. So they can continue to exist. And then they won't have to die. But if some have an essence, have a soul, and commit it to terrible sin, the soul can be like you are grinding something into powder.
Yes.
Yes.
Master.
Originally like a piece of almond, yeah, it's whole and hard. But you can grind it into small portions or powder and then scatter it all over. Then it won't be an almond anymore.
Yes.
Even though the almond texture is still there
Yes.
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 in the wind, in a different universe.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Can never be patched up together again. That is the destroying of one entity.
Oh.
Can never patch it up together again.
Wow.
Because in effect, you cannot destroy a soul completely, but you can grind and scatter it like that.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, and when you grind an almond and you scatter it all over, you can never pick them up a little bit at a time and patch it back to make it become like an almond again.
True.
Yes,
It's
Master.
not possible. And for the souls, it's even worse.
Oh.
more impossible.
Yes, Master.
It's like that. So if Putin doesn't stop the war, doesn't repent, it's going to be destroyed forever. And don't think that I say that without feeling sorry. Anything destroyed hurts me a lot.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Hurts my feeling. Goes against my nature.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Even if that entity deserves it or not. I never liked it.
Yes, Master.
I don't enjoy even punishing those zealous demons that we caught. But if I let them loose, they're going to harm more humans.
Yes,
There would be more war, more famines, more pandemics,
Yes, Master.
more killing in private as well, in groups as well. They will go around whispering nothingness into the ears of humans and make them do bad things.
Right.
Or push their soul somehow and possess their body and do bad things. Nothing good comes out of them.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Nothing good for anyone. Even though I feel sorry for them, but I still have to lock them in.
Yes,
I
Master.
understand, Master.
But to scatter the soul in the whole universe, I won't do it. But the council will do it.
Oh.
That I cannot stop.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
To that extent, nobody can stop. Nobody can stop the process of destroying that essence of that being, that terrible being.
Yes, Master.
Sometimes some evil beings look terrible and all that, but their hearts are not all that bad.
Yes.
The essence, also, it's just habit or being coerced to do it or being influenced or poisoned.
Yes.
Yes.
So in that case, we just lock them in, but we don't destroy.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
But in the case like Putin, he just went into somebody's country who has done no harm to him and mess up with their affairs to take their land and to kill thousands like that for nothing.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
And even deluding the soldiers to do it, like barbarous beasts.
Yes.
Yes.
Then it's very difficult to stop the council. Very difficult. Because it would be not fair to everyone else,
Yes, Master.
Yes.
to other people who he harmed, who he killed, who he maimed or crippled in any way. It will not be fair to them.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
And as the responsible beings in the universe, either you pay or you have to let that person pay.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
But when the karma is too big, beyond payment, then no master can do it. No, none.
Oh.
Even God Almighty cannot.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
understand.
There's a limit to something, everything.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
When the number is too great, the number of beings harmed is too great, then bad things will occur, just like the pandemic right now, to cleanse up all the dead, just for one part of it. The rest of the parts they have to pay in hell
Oh.
and continue the next existence after hell, if they could get out,
Oh.
Oh.
and continue in the next existence. They will pay more.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
They will never not pay because they're still recycling inside the shadow world. Only if they're outside of it, then these things cannot touch them.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
If you continue to be inside the ocean or the river, inside there, no matter how far you swim or how long you've been there, you're still in there, you're wet.
Yes, Master.
Yes,
Yeah, right.
Master.
And only when you get out of the ocean, the water, then you change the clothes, then you'll be normal again.
Right.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Master.
You see, in the ocean, some people dive inside, very deep to the floor of the ocean. Some people dive to the middle of it. Some people on the surface of the water, but they're all in the ocean.
Yes.
It's just like some people who are heavily sinful. They go to hell to be punished painfully, agonizingly, for long eons of time. And some people in the middle of the water, they just swim with the fish and all that.
Yes.
Yes.
But they cannot stay there forever. When their oxygen is gone, they have to go up to the surface
Yes.
Yes,
That's
yes.
true.
before it's gone. If not, then they will die.
Yes.
Yes.
And the people on the surface, they just swim only. Or maybe being drawn by the sea waves and all that. But they're all in the ocean.
Yes, Master.
humans are like that. Some people have heavy burdens of karma. Some people have a middle weight of karma. Some people have less. And depending on that, their life is comfortable or not comfortable.
Yes.
Suffering or less suffering, or happy, etc. And in the universe, there are similar levels like that.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
But in the shadow universe, normal people can only go up to the third level, the normal third level, the physical third level, physical but invisible third level. And only with the Master, then you can get out. Then you're out completely, just like you're out of the ocean. And you don't get wet again, unless you want to go back, of course.
Yes.
So it's like that. Without the Master, nobody can get out of the three worlds. You can be a god, an angel, or fairy, or divine deities, but you are still in the three worlds.
Yes, Master.
You recycle again and again, and sometimes you make bad karma, and then you get punished, and then you clean up, and then you go up again, you become a human, and then maybe you go to heaven, maybe you go to hell again, all the time. Busy, for nothing.
Yes, Master.
At the end, always have nothing.
Yes.
Like Alexander the Great, he conquered everywhere, but at the end, they bury him with two hands and out, empty,
Yes, Master.
at his request, so that people can see that you have nothing when you die. That was because he was enlightened at the end of his lifetime.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
He met many yogis and they enlightened him. So he understood, at least before he died.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
He was already enlightened, but kind of late.
Yeah.
Better than nothing.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Okay, did I answer you?
Yes, thank you very much.
I forgot what your question was.
And-
When I talk, I don't even know who is talking. And I cannot always remember what I said. All right, good then. If you're happy, then it's good.
yes, I am, Master. Thank you very much.
Yeah, because I'm dictated inside. It's not me who speaks.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
It's my highest possible self. The one that's the one with God that spoke.
Yes, Master.
And so sometimes the mind cannot remember. It's beyond the mind. The mind is always at the second level, huh?
Yes.
Anything else?
Yes, some good news. Pink Floyd, the British rock band, has released a song in support of Ukraine, and they called the track Hey, Hey, Rise Up, and it features the vocals of a popular Ukrainian band, Boombox. This was Pink Floyd's first song since 1994, and all proceeds will go towards humanitarian efforts for Ukraine.
Wonderful. It's good that somebody did something. I think the whole world is helping now. It's very rare somebody doesn't help.
Yes, Master.
Very rare, just a couple of countries. But even China helped already, so I don't know where we're putting go. I don't know if he has any friends anymore after this.
True.
Right.
Because decent people, morally high, or even middle moral people with just some little moral, they will see this is wrong.
Yes, that's right.
Only Putin didn't see it. Maybe he doesn't know even. Maybe they don't brief him rightly.
Yes, Master.
Maybe they were flattering him before and incited him to go there to do this evil work for them to profit.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
And then don't report to him correctly. I just hope so. I'm always thinking positive about other people. In that case, if he stops the war now, if he even hears me at all, stops the war now, I can save him.
Yes, Master.
Even if very difficult for me, I will suffer a lot, but I will save him. But if he doesn't stop the war and he waits until he lost everything and he came back home, then he will have nothing left. Not even his soul will be there.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
He will be really destroyed. He won't exist anymore. Yeah. It's not the first time that this punishment will be measured out for one being. Not the first time. Hitler has been like that. But it's all delusional.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Yes.
All these people, they have also some badness in them. Most humans have some badness in them.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
And then if it's puffed up the ego and the devils are surrounding and talk this and that and surrounding people tell him this and that, it becomes worse. If he's just an ordinary person, like maybe driving taxi before, he would have been luckier.
Ah, true.
Yeah.
He would have slept better, ate well, whatever. His wife cooked for him and then have a family and normal life, contented. Even if he did something bad, it's not so devastating like this.
Ah, that's true.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Or because of the gang also. And the karma of humans, of course. And the devils around still, of course. Even just some percent and they can still wreak havoc like this.
That's true.
Yes, Master.
Okay, tell me.
Australia sends armored vehicles to Ukraine. They have sent off the first 3 of 20 armored military trucks it's gifting to Ukraine, following a request from Ukrainian President Zelensky last week.
Yeah.
So the heavily fortified Bushmaster vehicles will be used to transport soldiers and civilians in the war zone, but they won't be used for offensive attacks. So that's good.
And they have their weapons. Transport, but they transport weapons with them also, no?
That's true.
Yeah.
Not just for civilians, no?
These will carry the soldiers to the...
Yeah, but the soldiers will have things with them.
Yes, Master.
Okay, good. So, okay. Yeah, I heard that several countries will be giving it to them. But they owe it to Ukraine.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, I'm not thanking them for anything. They should have done it earlier.
That's right, Master.
Yes.
But it was America who delayed everybody.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Give them just some flimsy javelin or whatever. But still, the Ukrainians, they were smart and they were motivated because of their homeland, because of their freedom-loving nature.
Yes, Master.
Today I saw again, I don't know where the clip comes from, the MP lady, she also picked up a rifle and went out to fight. And she told her children, Mommy has to protect your future. And I cry again. I feel something just touched me. I can't help it. I saw it before, but I cry again like new.
Yes.
Because imagine you are a mother, a woman, already halfway through life, not like young and hot-blooded anymore. And you have children, you have a family, and you still sacrifice to go out. So you can feel their spirit.
Yes.
No one can defeat them unless they kill all of them.
Right.
Yes.
If they don't kill all of them, one day they will all get killed and kicked out. Even if they won, one day they will kick them out again.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Many times, many countries invaded Vietnam, but of course, finally, they always kicked them out.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
No matter how long it took, women or men heroes, they found a way.
Yes,
True.
Master.
Because the will is something. The strong will is driving the whole body and mind and spirit and action and thinking and speaking, everything. It's the willpower of humans. When it's awakened, especially for some noble purpose, then it is stronger than any mighty force on earth.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
The Russians may be stronger than them, be able to kill their children, their wives, whatever, but that will make the Ukrainians more strong,
Yes, that's
Yes.
right.
more determined to fight until their last breath.
Indeed.
Yes.
But this the Russians don't have. The Russians don't have this spirit. They just go there because, oh, okay, I have to go, I must. And they rather not. Many are not fighting now. Many refuse to fight outright,
Yes.
even on the battlefield, not just in Russia alone. And that's why Putin has to recruit many foreign countries from Syria and all that.
Yes.
But even these people, they're not motivated. They went in just for a job.
Right.
Yes.
They are paid to do it, so they will do it. And the same with the Russian soldiers. They're not motivated. They don't have anything to back them up or to pull them forward.
Right.
So that's why you can see, even though the Ukrainians are outnumbered and outgunned and out of modern equipment number, but they're winning.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And all the people are killed there because the Russians came and caught them by surprise and killed the civilians, because the civilians, they cannot defend.
Right,
Yes.
Master.
Yes.
They're unarmed. That's the only time they can kill the civilians, or they bomb them in their building or in their hideout, and so they just die. But they don't kill the Ukrainian soldiers that way. It is the opposite.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Just that they sneak around in the small, defenseless village or houses of the innocent people and kill them.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
That's the highest form of cowardice. But the thing is, maybe they also don't know. They went to the houses to the people, and according to all the news I read, the old woman say they came and say, "We are from Russia. We came to liberate you." Yeah, and I always say like that because some of them believe it that way.
All right.
Yes.
And then what kind of liberation? Drag her husband out and kill him in front of her, just like that. Many instances, it's the same.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Even an old man, and don't let him run. So the Ukrainian people, even if they fight until their last breath, they will continue. You can see that even women, young people, and people who have not been trained in the army, they're all volunteer. They're all willing to go out to sacrifice their lives for their country.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
So I don't think Russia ever can conquer them.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
That's why Putin has to cheat his soldiers, has to deceive his soldiers, saying you go there to kill the fascists and liberate the Ukrainians. They went to people's houses and said, "Where are the fascists?" And the woman didn't understand. They went inside and dragged the husband out and killed him. And say to them that we kill the fascists, we liberate you. Imagine, these are poor people, poor soldiers, conscripts from Russia.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
They were still so deluded because they had been fed with all this fake news from state-backed news agencies and television and all that. They don't allow any foreigners to broadcast anything, except a little bit in the beginning, and then they kick them all out. They're all kicked out already.
Yes.
True.
CNN, BBC, or whatever, they kicked them all out.
Yes, Master.
So only the state-owned news companies would broadcast whatever the government wants them to broadcast. I guess some of the governments also don't understand. And like this, husbands are hating the wife, and the father wants to kill the son because of different ideologies.
Yes, Master.
The Ukrainian people or Russian people who live in Russia don't believe the people who live in Ukraine. And they even want to kill them because you are a betrayer of the country, you tell lies and all that.
Yes.
And then they separate it. So there is a war within families as well.
Yes, Master.
It's really a tragedy. Oh, God. I guess if all the soldiers knew the motive of the war in Ukraine, they would never go anywhere.
Yes.
Right.
So some of them know now, and that's why they didn't want to go to Ukraine to fight, like last time you told me. And some refused to fight.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Or some just defect, and some just run away somewhere or disappear. I don't know where they went.
Yes.
And a lot of them, the UN says that about 40,000 Russian soldiers are either prisoners, wounded, disappear, or captured, or surrender as well. All that. About 40,000 together.
Yes, Master.
That's like 1/3 of what Putin sent there already before.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
When you lost 1/3 of your army, the morale is very low then.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
The soldiers who were still alive will not have that high morale. They already did not have. And now even worse.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
The reason Ukraine wins is because they have morale, they have principles, they have goals, they have a noble motive.
Yes.
What kind of resistance are you witnessing from Ukrainians?
Fierce resistance. You see resiliency. Many of these people are not trained. They are lawyers. They are shoemakers. One is a museum director, and all these people say that they are scared, but they say they refuse to be slaves to Russia, and they're taking up arms, whether they're fearful or not, so that they will not have to sit under Russian rule. Great resilience.
We have stronger morale and spirit because we're at home.
They know what they fight for. They fight even if they know they might die, but they know their motive.
Yes.
They fight for their people, for their children, for their wives, for their parents.
Yes,
Even women pick up rifles and go out and fight. say goodbye to children and all that even. They all know. They really are willing to die for their country. I wish it was not like that. But their noble, selfless, sacrificial spirit is awesome.
Yes, Master.
They will win. At least that's what I wish. At least that would be fair.
Yes, Master.
How can Putin win? Huh? How can he? No matter how many people he kills, or his army kills, or he is told to kill, he will never win. To win means people have to follow you, have to agree with you, to be on your side.
Yes.
Like these people are completely, absolutely against him.
Yes.
Nobody has even 1 ounce of sympathy for him or agrees with him, except maybe some nutcase.
Yes.
Anything else?
Yes, Master. The Ukrainian group Kalash Orchestra is the favorite to win the Eurovision Song Contest, going to be held next month in Italy. They will be also going to Israel to perform a concert. And this is the first time they perform on the international stage since the invasion of Ukraine. And Russia is banned from this year's Eurovision Song Contest.
Yeah, they are banned everywhere nowadays. Nowadays, Russia is nowhere to be seen. It's better they stop the war, so they might still be able to rescue themselves.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
You can't live in this war alone without international support or friendship. I don't know why up to now, in the 21st century, people still don't realize that. So many wars already, so much bloodshed, so much incredible pain and suffering and damage already.
Yes, Master.
And still want to have war. It's crazy. Whoever is behind this is truly evil and crazy. Anything else?
This is a scientific news. For the first time, scientists have sequenced a complete human genome, a landmark feat that will help researchers better understand how DNA is different from person to person and the role genetics play in disease.
Good. Very good. Hopefully. Hopefully, because they should also understand that disease, meaning disease, meaning they do something not easy on the body.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Like eating meat, drinking alcohol, and taking drugs and all that. That's not the food for the body. It's not the way we should treat the temple of God.
No, Master.
That's why it's getting damaged.
Understand.
Yeah, no matter if they understand the genome, the destiny is different. The karma is different.
Yes, Master.
Some people get cured because their punishment is over through that sickness. Just for that period, just for some sin, not all. So some people are not because they don't have enough merit to cover.
Yes, Master.
Or the sin is too big, so the operation or whatever understanding of genome and DNA won't help. Humans, scientists have to understand the root of all suffering on earth, of all disease. That is the retribution that we have caused for ourselves by living a very abnormal life.
That's right, Master.
Non-violence is the answer. And then all diseases will be no more. War will not exist. Famine will not be understood anymore. And pandemics, whatever, will never show up again.
Yes, Master.
The world would be a paradise, could have been a paradise. So easy to become a paradise. If everyone lives everyone else in peace and helps only when necessary, but not to come in and take and invade and cause suffering, just to win, just to boast, just to get a few praises from these fat butters, then the world would be good. That's the only cure we must have, non-violence.
Yes. Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
That's the only genome we should have.
Yes, indeed.
Anything else? Very good finding. Yeah.
In the Seychelles, conservation efforts are paying off for the endangered green turtle. This month, a new study was published in the Endangered Species Research about the Adabra atoll in the Seychelles. Researchers found that in the late 1960s, the annual number of green turtle clutches was in the 2,000 to 3,000 range, and that increased to more than 15,000 in the late 2010s.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's a big jump, Master.
If people just leave every being alone, they will jump even more.
Yes, true.
Yes.
No need research, no need to capture them, put them in the ponds to take care or anything. No need. It's just that we damage everything. And then sometimes we can recover them, sometimes not. Many species already lost, gone forever.
Yes, Master.
That's it. Even humans, some species are gone also.
Oh.
Recently, they have found some DNA of some lost tribes. They thought that tribe was already extinct, but they have recovered some DNA and there are still some there. Probably left, ran away, and then stayed somewhere else. When the other humans came and wanted to destroy them,
Yes,
Master.
only human made. Humans give birth to humans, and then humans destroy humans. Humans raise animals, people, then humans cut the animals, people's throat just to eat. Oh God, humans are crazy. Oh my God, sometimes I'm thinking, it's so scary to live here on Earth, don't you?
Yes, Master.
We are lucky that we're still here
Yes,
Yes,
that's true.
and still can work even, yeah?
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Truly lucky. Come to think about that, huh?
yes.
Everywhere you turn is this and that. And if you truly contact with some humans sometimes, you get more scared and you know them more deeply.
Yes.
All right, anything else?
Yes, Master. More than 40 Afghan refugees who came to the United States last year have started working at the Sheraton downtown Phoenix. That hotel worked with an agency to find several refugees jobs there, and those people got hired, told their friends and family, and now the refugees make up to 15% of the hotel staff, working as accountants, chefs, waiters, housekeepers, and dishwashers.
How nice. Very good for them. But many Afghan people in their native country are really in trouble now.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
They don't have money, and the war depleted many things, and the woman cannot work, and so there's no extra income.
Yes.
They could not even go out in the market to sell cakes or anything.
It's really very hard in Afghanistan right now, she says, and there are too many people like me who don't have a husband or a father to support them. For women who aren't allowed to work under the Taliban and aren't even allowed to complain about that, it's misery on misery. She's crying, telling us her bag of flour has been stolen. I don't know what I'm going to do, she says.
Oh, man. And so many families have to sell their daughters to survive.
Yes, Master.
And he say now he has to sell his own liver or kidney. Because there's no more food for family, for mother, maybe father, maybe other younger babies.
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
They've all sold their kidneys to survive. The organ trade isn't new in Afghanistan, but it's just got more desperate. Every single person here is hungry, and poverty is driving already poor people to even more extreme measures. This man tells us we've no choice. We've already sold our kidneys. Now we've got to sell our children. And they're suffering terribly. The Taliban takeover meant a massive cut in aid, and these are people with few options. They agree to me filming their scars, some just a few months old. The women have sold their kidneys for less than the men, around $1,500 an organ. There's a lucrative trade with many organs going to Iran, but the money's still not enough. Most of these women are still teenagers with multiple babies but few rights. And now they're being forced to sell their children so they all have a better chance of survival. No one can tell me to sell my children, but we're struggling to keep them alive, she says. And that's why we've thought of selling them. Maybe better for them, and we get food for the others.
It's a very desperate situation right now. Tens of millions of them are starving, or on the verge of starving to death. children and babies and all that. My God, what a world we live in. International agencies and governments do help, but how long can they help?
That's true.
Yes, Master.
I mean, you can just sit there and keep eating.
Yes.
Even the mountain will disappear.
Yes.
There's no productivity if you just sit and wait for handouts.
Yes, Master.
And then still it's not the way you want it. You know, I mean, they cannot just give everything you want.
Yes.
So maybe just give rice but no salt.
Yes, Master.
Not even salt or whatever. Oh, God, it's a terrible suffering for people everywhere. And still cause some more wars to make people have more suffering. Oh, Jesus Christ. What kind of race is this that lives on this beautiful planet that has been created for them? Oh, God. And Russian people are beautiful people.
Oh, yes,
Yes, Master.
I mean, their appearance also very elegant.
Yes.
And they win a lot of Olympic gold medals, silver and all that.
Yes.
They are very, very talented and refined, great people. They are not like warmongers, actually, by heart.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Just the leaders. Like Stalin long time ago.
Oh, yes. Yes.
He killed 22,000 people, just like that. Just another genocide. And I think Putin or his gangs learn from that. Just use this kind of tactic to coerce people into surrender.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Most people, they don't like it. This is the lesson for the world. Should never go and invade any country.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Has different customs, different traditions, different languages, all kind of different things. What for you go there and force people to follow your way of life or your traditions? They're not used to it. Even it takes many generations. It never can be integrated like that.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Even many countries invaded Vietnam, and old China invaded Vietnam for 1,000 years. And the Vietnamese are still Vietnamese. You see that?
Yes, Master.
They don't wear Chinese clothes. They don't speak Chinese language.
Right.
It took me a long time to learn Chinese. And they are still Vietnamese. They eat their food. They don't eat the Chinese stuff.
Yes, Master.
It's a completely different kitchen. But of course, sometimes they eat some of the Chinese-made food. But it's not like their staple food. It's not like their traditional food. They still eat, phở.
Yes.
They still eat bánh tráng, the rice paper,
Yes.
the rice cake.
Yes.
They still eat many other things that the Chinese didn't ever know or don't use.
Yes.
They eat some Chinese food also because there are some Chinese there who always make them and sell them. So sometimes they eat just like, okay, we go out sometimes, eat spaghetti, stuff like that. But we don't eat spaghetti every day like the Italians.
Yes.
So the Chinese have been for 1,000 years in and out of Vietnam, and they try so hard to make the Vietnamese become Chinese without success.
Yes.
So what does Putin think? That Ukraine is their family? How? They speak even a different language.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
And still say it's one family. Isn't that funny? Huh? And many people still say that. Even the one famous star also said the same. Russia and Ukraine are one family. Ah, garbage. Why don't they just shut their stinky mouths? You keep a little bit of dignity and honesty.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Why do you keep fattening somebody's butt like that? For what? Huh? What do you get? Huh? Maybe they are bribed to say that. Who knows? No, blackmail stuff.
Oh, yes, Master.
Lobbying stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Master, more than 163 animal people have been released back to the wild in South America. And they are rescued from wildlife trafficking. And this includes anteaters, turtles, macaws, and leopards. The authority that organized this released more than 1,200 animal people last year alone.
Wow. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. bless them. And God protect these animal people.
Yes, Master.
Wonderful. Good news. Thank you. Anything else?
Yes, Master. Dolly Parton, her old property, it's turned into a venue and it offers free weddings to couples impacted by wildfires. It's a home that once belonged to Dolly Parton's family, and it's opened its doors to couples who lost their wedding venue due to recent wildfires in Tennessee.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, she has been doing, charity a lot in her life.
Oh, yes, Master.
Yes.
So it's not a surprise. Very good-hearted person.
Yes.
Okay, right. Anything else?
That's about it, Master.
Oh, good. All right. I have also a couple of good news for you. A couple, yeah? Okay. Like, for example, many countries now recognize Bucha like a genocide. They are speaking out.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
And either speaking out in newspaper or speaking out directly to the Russian people, hoping they will hear. Like UK, Boris Johnson, he spoke to the Russian people and told them all the truth about what happened. He said similar to what others say. The government lied to them, and your leader is now being accused of war crimes. And I hope the Russian people will listen and believe. But it's not that easy because under communism, the control is very strict.
Yes.
And people are also used to obedience and listening to their own media only.
Yes.
So now somebody else, stranger, not Russian, went up to some podium or microphone and told them something bad about their government. It might not be easy to swallow, huh?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
If you're a viewer of Russian state TV, that is your main source of information, what do you believe that's happening in Ukraine right now?
They're presenting it like the Ukrainians want them there. They want to be liberated. They have been oppressed by this so-called Nazi government, and they welcome Russia's intervention. They have no respect for our reporters risking their lives because they claim they're only there to create a picture that is good for Ukraine and bad for Russia.
She watches so much Russian propaganda, I asked her if she ever found herself believing it.
No. If I didn't know any better, this would almost be believable because the way they keep harping on it as many times as they're repeating it, and also the fact that they say it with such conviction, with a straight face, they're telling such appalling lies that I could see how some people would buy into it, and that is really scary.
Путин такого не мог сделать. Напасть на Украину, тем более. Зачем нападать, если там наши жители живут? Наши все там, Украина, Белоруссия.
Но это же произошло. Почему?
Почему?
Случилось?
Не знаю, по новостям другое говорят. Я не слышу, что Путин ввел войска специально для войны.
Habits die hard,
That's true.
Yes.
It's ingrained in them already that whatever Putin says is correct and true. Whatever the government broadcasts is the truth. Very difficult. But I hope some people will wake up. Also, it's the influence of the devils as well.
Yes, Master.
Of the zealous demons. The president of the Council of the EU suggested that they should offer asylum to accept the Russians who deserted their country during this war.
If you don't want to be a criminal, drop your arms. Stop fighting. Leave the battlefield. And I know, dear colleagues, dear members of the parliament, some of you have suggested granting asylum for these Russian soldiers who disobey Russian orders.
Yeah, they should, otherwise they have nowhere to go.
Yes.
They cannot go to other countries except their own, maybe next door, like Georgia and something like that.
Yes.
Or like communist-friendly or Russia-friendly.
Yes.
Some nearby only, but then it's almost similar to being in Russia.
Yes.
So if the EU allows them to come, that will be wonderful for them. Many people would go there.
Yes.
And it would be also good to enrich the workforce for the EU.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Now they even have to plant their own vegetables already because Ukraine supplies a lot of farm produce to all Europe, Africa, and as far as even China.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
And many other countries in Asia, they supply them wheat.
Yes.
It's a very substantial amount, but many things involve or make use of Ukraine farm produce. Yeah, even like for giving to charity to other needy nations, also use Ukraine wheat or farm produce.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
So Ukraine up to now is not so bad. They lost some, but they have not lost completely. It's just that the war is making trouble. They cannot export because Russia stopped where their route is.
Yes, Master.
They cannot bring their wheat out to sell or to distribute like before.
Yes, Master.
So they have a very good harvest this year still, but it stay in the locked storage.
Wow.
And many people worry on both sides. The clients worry they don't have food, and the distributors worry they cannot give food to them.
Yes.
Because Russia, they control the Black Sea.
Yes.
And the Black Sea is where many of the imported products also come into Ukraine.
Right.
So if they're not coming, then the Ukrainian people are also short of a lot of things.
Yeah.
And if their produce cannot go out to be distributed to other countries or other organizations, then also the world becomes hungry.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, they worry already that the war in Ukraine may lead to starvation in many parts of the world. Not that Ukraine cannot supply, it just cannot get out.
Right, Master.
Russia blocks one of the important routes to go out. Because if you go by car, you bring by car, or by train, it takes longer, and it's not as much as when you get a big cargo ship and go by the sea.
Yes, Master.
In going by the sea, the amount is bigger and it's quicker for many of the parts that they want to distribute.
Yes, Master.
Odessa's port is closed, which has cut off one of the world's largest exporters of food. Ukraine, the size of Texas, is number 4 in corn and wheat, number 1 in sunflower oil. David Beasley told us half the wheat the World Food Program needs worldwide is stuck in Ukraine.
Ukraine is the breadbasket of the world. They grow enough food to feed 400 million people. Well, that's gone. You're already seeing fuel pricing spike, food pricing spike, cost of shipping spiking. It's already creating havoc for the poorest of the poor around the world. But this is going to affect not just the poorest of the poor. It's going to affect everybody. We have to open up these ports. You've got to open them up, and we got to protect them so that food can move in and out of this country for the rest of the world. It's a humanitarian need. The world demands it. We have to have those ports open. We have to.
Now it's all stuck inside Ukraine. Well, at least Ukrainians don't get hungry. They just sit there and eat. It's good also. Why not? Yeah. For now, they have no choice, so it's good. And before, Finland or Sweden didn't want to join NATO.
Yes.
And now NATO welcomes them. Maybe they expressed the willingness to join NATO. But it's the same. Ukraine begged to join NATO. Why not say welcome to Ukraine? Isn't that funny?
Yes, Master.
Who are you afraid of?
Yeah.
Huh? Why? You promised Ukraine long before Sweden and Finland even.
That's right.
And you just welcome the other two countries and then deny Ukraine. When Ukraine needed your muscle to help in the time of great need, great emergency.
Yes, Master.
Oh, I'm really fed up to talk about him anymore. I told you they should just go home. NATO for what?
Yes.
I don't know why Sweden and Finland still want to join NATO. I don't know how they could still trust that they would come and help them.
Right.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes.
They say they would protect freedom and peace, but Ukraine needs it desperately, right?
Yes, Master.
Yes. That's true.
And Ukraine has been supportive and helped with NATO in many places.
Yes.
At least it's a friend.
Yes,
Master.
If it's not an official member, then it's a friend. And they even accepted them, but they didn't know when. Official leave, and now immediately to Finland, Sweden, okay, welcome. It's so ugly, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, my God. And to call them a leader of NATO or whatever, oh my God, give me a break. So tiring, sometimes so tiring in this world, just to live here.
Yes, Master.
Sometimes I really thought I have to confess to you that I think, just let them, whatever. I'd say, crazy. I will just go somewhere alone and do my practice or go home.
Yes,
Master.
Really, sometimes it's just too much for my heart to bear. Too much for my little physical frame also. I just don't have the heart to leave, but I really want to.
Oh Buddha, why did you?
Warning: sensitive images.
All right. If I have anything noted here for you. I can't read my writing. Forget that part. US and EU making new sanctions for Russia.
Oh.
China has still not sanctioned them, but they refuse the oil. Cheap, reduced price already, and you refused. It's more or less like that, because the rest you already have spoken also. You found it yourself. I was so excited. I thought, I found all good news for you. But you knew everything already. How disappointing for me. It's good that you know some things. Because you are a news agency. You must know some, huh?
Yes.
The world we live in, we must know a little bit.
Yes, Master.
We cannot be like the ostrich, put the head in the sand to hide. Huh? Or the whole big fat body is sticking out like shining like the sun for all to see. Oh my God. I don't know why NATO still needs some excuses. Russia's war will starve millions of people in Europe at least. And they don't have food and all that stuff. And many supplies are not there anymore because they cannot get in through Ukraine or from Ukraine or by Ukraine or into Ukraine. So that is a big disturbance. It's also a life and death matter for European people when they have no food.
Right, yes, Master.
Suddenly cut off a supply like that. Or just trickle in a little bit here and there. Only rich people can buy. Or people with connections.
Yes, Master.
Normal people, poor people, will not know where to buy food. And that is the kind of war already.
Yes, Master.
Right.
The Russians want to starve people into submission. Because Russia is also the big exporter of food.
Yes.
Yes.
And now Ukraine is also a big exporter of food. And Putin just stopped them, just like strangling people. Don't let them eat. Cannot eat.
Yes.
That is a war already. That's an invasion already. I don't know what NATO is waiting for.
Yeah.
Either whatever you do with weapons or no weapons, you're killing people anyway.
Right.
And NATO people, NATO countries, all the countries around Ukraine are having food from Ukraine.
Yes, Master.
So now Ukraine cannot supply to them. So that means many people will be short of food or will be starving.
Yes.
I mean, sooner or later. They already have problems now with food and with many other supplies. So if that is not war, then what is it?
True, Master.
That's right.
Yeah. It's intended to cause discomfort, unpeacefulness, disharmony, and starvation. then that is also a big war.
Yes, Master.
And NATO still assists us. Yeah, wait until all their people die, or Russia will come to invade them. Then they can't tell us any more logic. If they still can open their mouths, or they're already dead from starvation. But maybe not, because they are leaders. They always have things to eat or to wear. They don't need anything much.
Yes, Master.
Only the ordinary people will suffer. Same in Russia. Sanctions will make people suffer. So many businesses have been closed by foreigners and natives as well. So many people will be out of jobs.
Yes, Master.
A lot. Numerous people will be out of jobs in Russia and Ukraine and other countries related as well. So it's a kind of war also. You don't have to shoot people to kill. You can kill them in different ways. You choke them.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
You starve them. You deprive them of their necessities. So that's a big war already to me.
Yes,
Master.
So I don't know why NATO is so stupid. Or maybe deliberate, because also working like evil. Just like Biden, he was always reluctant to give Ukraine anything. And right now, some senators or people of the army suggest that they should bring American soldiers and equipment in there to fight. And Biden said, no. Before, it took a long time for him to give some javelin. And it takes a long time now to promise some tanks. I don't know how long it takes to go there, to transport with the difficulty at this time of the war already. And people suggest to bring American soldiers in. No. That will make World War III. If he doesn't do it, it might be World War III.
Right.
Yeah, because nobody will stop Russia. You look at that, they don't care. They don't care how many people die.
Yes.
It's just like Stalin,
Yes.
long time ago, killed just like that 22,000 people for nothing, for no reason. Or Hitler killed a lot of Jews like that. Or like Mao Zedong long time ago, Mao Zedong.
Yes, Master.
He wanted to do some project or something.
Yes.
There was maybe during the war or not. And his people, comrades, told him, but this will kill a lot of people. At least 20,000 people or something at that time. I forgot. A lot of people anyway.
Yes.
And then Mao Zedong answered, do you know what he said? Do you remember? Do you know?
Yes, we know.
What did he say? I told you a long time ago also.
He said it's not that much or something. He didn't feel this was a big number.
Yeah, he said we have many people.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people. Meaning it doesn't matter if you sacrifice some numbers.
I remember starving like 20 million something people.
So, supposed to die because of that?
Because of starving.
Starving, okay. I can't remember. 20 million is too much for me to imagine. I thought it's only 20,000. I forgot, okay? Never mind, we can check that on the internet.
Yes.
In the history book. But to look at people like ants like that, imagine what kind of level he came from.
Right,
It must have come from hell.
Yes.
Or devil's domain.
Yes, Master.
I'm scared now. Like Mao Zedong did not care that half of the Chinese population, half of his countrymen would die of starvation because he uttered something like, we have a lot of people.
Yes, Master.
China has a lot of people. I read it somewhere before, but I don't know if we can find this evidence on the news. It's just such news. You can find or not.
67年，汪登信问毛泽东，文化大革命这2年到底死了多少人？毛泽东说，2000万吧。然后他说，2000万算什么？我们一个福建省就有7000万。中国历代皇帝没有一个人敢讲出这样一个对人民彻底无情的话，没有。
They say people will die, and Mao Zedong said, but we have millions of people. Something like that. It means we have a lot of people.
Right,
so it doesn't matter if some of them die. Oh my God. I never forget that sentence. I read it and it stuck in my head. Like it strikes me in my heart.
Yes, Master.
And Stalin, he forced the deportation of millions of people to such a remote and forgotten corner of Russia, and also was responsible for countless deaths.
Yes.
These two are the pillars of communism. They were the kind of founder, inventor of communism, and ruling two such big, vast countries as big leaders, and couldn't care less about how many people died.
That's
They just want power, that's it. And now Putin does the same, bombing everywhere to kill civilians.
Every Russian atrocity could be recorded, and as the Kremlin's finding out, every illegal order potentially intercepted and exposed.
Машина проехала, не увидели там машины или техника, и 2 человека с рощи по гражданке.
Да валите всех нахуй там, ебаный в рот, блядь.
Я понял. Тут вся деревня в гражданке.
Блядь. Едет гражданская нахуй, в расход, сука, всех.
Intentionally targeting civilians, something Russia categorically denies is a war crime. Kremlin blames Ukrainian forces for the devastation and the bloodshed. But hours of audio recordings said to be of Russian soldiers communicating with their commanders and released by the Ukrainian security services seem to tell a very different story. One of civilian areas laid to waste by Russian forces on purpose.
Вот и везде, блядь. По западу, нахуй, по населенным пунктам прямо хуярь, блядь. Я понял, нет? Делаю, так и делаю. Ебани туда нахуй побольше, блядь, чтобы сравнять это два села, блядь.
Today there was another news. They bombed a train station and even had written on the bomb for children.
Yes.
And they bombed and killed at least 50 people and hundreds wounded over there also.
Yes, they did.
And then don't care, just kill so many people, so kill anywhere and destroy everything in their wake. They kill just civilians because they are so incapable of defeating the Ukrainian army. This is a shame. Or maybe it's just a pattern. It looks like a pattern of the communist leaders. Just killing people and don't care, treating them like insects, like harmful insects or something.
Yes, Master.
And insulting them before killing them, according to all the news I read. If communism is like that, I would never want to have anything to do with it. I am definitely for a free world.
Yes, Master.
I'm for humanity. If communism propagates this kind of inhumane practice, well, butchering of murderous kind of policy, win at all costs, no care for who dies and how many die, then please just stay away from communism. I stay away. So many invasions, so many deaths, so much sorrow, suffering in so many different countries already. And this is the 21st century. And still, just walk inside people's country and then kill everyone like that. Children, elderly, women, men, don't even care who. Just kill like that.
Yes, it's horrendous.
This is barbarous, beyond barbarous. It's like a pattern. Why other countries don't do that? Only the countries that belong to communism do that.
Yes.
I'm risking myself to say this, of course. But you have to say it. I'm scared.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
How come they don't respect humans' life or anything? No matter if one person died, that's one person, one human.
Yes.
Her life is precious.
Right.
Yes.
And you just kill them. It doesn't matter how many. Don't care. Just like Putin right now, just go into any city and kill all the people like that. And damages all the buildings. You know, in Mariupol, they say that 90% are damaged. 90% is destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how long it takes to build that. Rebuild again, and people's lives.
Yes.
You cannot rebuild all the people's lives and the love and energy and the harmony within that country anymore.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yes.
True, Master.
It takes long time to heal that, to rebuild that peaceful energy. It's not easy as to build another house.
Right.
Yes, Master.
Even to build simple houses with the material things, from bricks and cement only, it takes so long, yeah?
Yes.
Master.
And to build such a peaceful, harmonious, loving and hardworking energy like for the Ukrainian people in their country, it takes long time to heal.
Yes,
Master.
that's right.
If we could even heal. And just there is nothing like that, just nothing like that. And how will people even trust any communist country anymore, huh? All this time, the world still trusted Russia, even though under Putin, they already messed up. Stirred up a lot of trouble in many countries already and by the body of the country, of different nations already. And the world just kind of ignored it, tolerated it, hoping that that's all there was. There was no more aggression, no more bullying, and no more killing. But now it happened again. 6 weeks already, continued killing. Seems like they want to eliminate the Ukrainian people. It's even printed like that in one of their newspapers in Russia. Like they should eliminate completely the Ukrainians. You know, even the Ukrainian language also should never exist anymore.
Wow.
They should eliminate the whole Ukrainian race as if it never existed on Earth.
And that's actually been very prevalent in their state media lately, is claiming that Ukraine has no right to exist at all, and neither does the Ukrainian language or culture. It all needs to be uprooted.
Oh my God, I have never seen such evil anywhere else except in hell. So these people, like Putin, must be truly from hell. You don't have to believe in spiritual power or clairvoyance, nothing. You can see it with your own physical eyes.
Yes.
Even children can understand, can see it. How can you look at humans' lives, millions or even tens of thousands, like ants or insects or mosquitoes, people, so no value, nothing like that?
Yes.
If communism mentality is like that, I'm never for communism. I declare this outright right now. It doesn't make any good example, doesn't make any sense, doesn't make any compassionate, loving kindness for humanity. And what for do they exist, huh?
Right.
What for do they want to win this country and possess that country and make it become motherland, fatherland, or one family, whatever? It's all BS, you know?
Yes.
It's all really devil talk. It's not real human talk.
Yes.
My God, they look upon their own citizens in numerous numbers like that and say, oh, we have a lot more. Can you imagine that? Huh? Oh, the people have their life to live. It's not for his hand to kill or to save.
That's right.
No leader ever has the right to say such things or to take their citizens' lives into their hands and do what they want with them
Yes.
and harm them.
Yes, Master.
A leader is the one who takes care of his people, not to just look down upon them or kill them anytime, no matter what, without any remorse. That is not the sense of a leader.
Yes, Master.
Nobody would accept that. It's unacceptable. Even if you go and kill other countries' citizens in numbers, just like Putin or his army did, it's already unimaginable. Not to talk about killing your own people in millions or even 20,000.
Yes.
Master.
As if it's nothing. As if they are just dirt, have no value, and they're just like numbers. Oh, this is terrible. It's terrible. And some people still worship him. How can you worship such a devilish person like that? No matter who they are. Even if he is Vietnamese, I would say the same.
Yes,
Master.
The one who has power in their hands and use it to kill their own people. This is the devil in the utmost sense of it.
Yes, Master.
The same, if you use it to kill also a fetus or infants or babies, it's the same.
Right.
Yes.
That's why I said the Pope Francis is a devil.
Yes,
Master.
Because he allows it. He could not care less. He receives these baby killers in his own private house, in the house of the Lord.
Yes.
Not worry that they will contaminate, they will degrade the house of the Lord. Like contaminate.
Yes, Master.
To make it unclean, yeah? To desecrate the holy place of the Lord.
Yes.
In India, if you're a stranger and if you're not a Brahmin, they don't let you even cast your shadow in their own kitchen or their house. They say it will contaminate their area. especially the kitchen, their food. Your shadow is not even allowed to fall on their food. Your shadow only, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Oh, my God. It's just too much. It's just too much. I wouldn't say that we all do that, but to kill your own people, like ants or mosquito people, or dirt like that, is truly evil. Can you see it?
Yes.
Blood all over on your body and hands. You must be a devil incarnate. What else then, huh? Any human being would have more sympathy for other human beings and try to help them as much as they can if they need. How can they just kill them like that at random? Oh, just to attain some goal, whatever, and then say the result will justify the action. Oh, that's BS again. That's really devil talk. Not just BS, but devil talk. Hell talk. Oh, God. And unfortunately, we have too many of them nowadays, all sitting on top. All right, I leave it all in the hands of the Lord. I'm doing my best. More I cannot do. Okay. Any other things?
I don't think so, Master.
Questions, comments, good news, bad news?
There doesn't seem to be anything else, Master.
Okay, good then. I'm also done. I was saying that I will read you a story, but I'm getting tired now. Too tired somehow. So maybe next time, hey?
Oh, surely.
Yes, Master. Thank you.
Hope you feel better.
Oh, I will. Remember, wild wheat,
Yes.
wild grass, just die. Yeah, I just die for a while, okay? Because I didn't die last night. I couldn't. I wanted to go die in bed, but then I had to work. I had to resurrect to do the shows. The show must go on, and I think my energy is limited now. Kind of. Yeah, nothing urgent, right? All the urgent shows you receive already. If not, then you go look again, okay? I've sent it.
Yes, Master.
And if one or two new shows are not done, I'll do it later, okay?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
I need a rest only. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need a rest. You can hear my voice a little bit croaky now.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Yeah, if I don't stop you, think, where's Master? Is the frog person coming from somewhere? Yeah.
Master?
Yeah.
I just found a quote.
Yeah, tell me.
It says, if everybody cannot have enough to eat, then if half the people die, then the other half can eat.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
Meaning if we don't have enough food, what to do, right?
Yes. Then just like if half the people die, then the other half people, they will have food. They can eat.
Yeah, some of his comrades say, then a lot of people will die. He said, oh, don't worry, we have a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Meaning it doesn't matter how many die, we still have some.
He means that they have a report. Like we have many people dying because of starvation. And he said like half the people dying, then the rest of the people can have enough food to eat. That means he doesn't care.
He says we have a lot of people. He says something like that. Like we still have a lot of people. Yeah. It means the population is big. So it doesn't matter. From what I read is that he said we still have a lot of people. Don't worry. Meaning the population of China is big, so it doesn't matter how many people die. That's what it is.
Yes, Master.
Oh, terrible, terrible. You cannot just kill people like that. You have to find some way to nourish them, no?
Yes.
You cannot just let them die as if you kill them.
No.
That's the same as killing them.
Yes.
Yeah. Even if he's not killing them personally by knives or by guns, the way he said that it doesn't matter if they die. Just let them starve.
Yes.
Just like Marie Antoinette in France, people reported to her that our people don't have bread anymore, meaning they're starving.
Yes.
And she said, let them have cake. If you don't have bread, you can have cake. They're so cut off from reality.
Yes, Master.
Right.
So could not care less. No wonder they killed her, right? They did chop her head later on, right? Marie Antoinette of France. I think from what I remember, afterwards, they chopped off her head, executed her, if I remember right. Our people don't have bread anymore. Let them eat cake. That's a very famous sentence.
Yes, Master.
People often quote that. That's really a historical quote. Everybody knows that sentence. Let them eat cake. And a lot of people use it, when they're writing or comparing stuff. Okay, I must go, my love. I don't feel very up to your expectations. The frog person's coming out.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Please take more rest.
See you next time, huh?
Yes, Master.
See you, Master. I mean, talk to you next time.
Yes, take care,
Don't know when we see you next time. God bless, God love.
God bless, Master.
Master.
Thank you.
Take care, Master.